Okay, this comes from a subscriber of mine, okay, and he is messing with this Luke Air Force Base thing. I mean, he is basically climbed up their ass and is rooting around. So I'm going to read to you what he sent me. And there's also some case law here that we pulled up that he referenced that nobody bothered to pull up. So here goes. Wait, let me get a drink. All right. I greatly enjoy your videos and perspective on the Luke Air Force Base issue, but I would like to share some aspects of this issue which may help further clarify or refine your perspective and strengthen the case for the private citizen that was arrested. Firstly, the issue of public access at this point for First Amendment activity was settled in the Ninth Circuit in a case that reached the Supreme Court in 2013 on this exact subject of protected First Amendment activity in a public right-of-way immediately adjacent to a military installation. The SCOTUS case was United States versus APEL, A-P-E-L, and the judgment is here, and he sends me a link to it. The judgment was actually delivered in 2014, February 2014. Interestingly enough, the attorney who argued this case is now the Dean of University of California at Irvine Law and still has a practice operating in the Ninth Circuit. The private citizen should really try to see if his firm will take this case. I bet he just might. Secondly, in your most recent update video, you indicate that the boundary issue is resolved and seem to relent to the case by Glendale, Luke Air Force, and the Luke Air Force Base boundary. Hold on. You seem to relent to the case by Glendale PD, Luke AFB, and the city of Glendale that the Luke Air Force boundary extends to the north road edge of West Glendale Avenue. This is not the case. City of Glendale planning records, specifically easements for the public right-of-way, were ceded by the United States of America Department of the Air Force, which supersedes the referenced Maricopa County Assessor's records, more clearly define the boundary of public right-of-way in this jurisdiction. Regardless, the signage and demarcation in triplicate on the Luke Air Force Base perimeter wall west of Kachina and on the Luke Air Force Base perimeter wall east of Kachina and on the rolling gate connecting these 2 points is the actual stated, signed, and demarcated boundary at that specific location. There is not a no man's land north of the crosswalk, south of the rolling gate, as the city of Glendale and Luke Air Force Base contend. As such, the boundary issue is still hotly in dispute. After the SCOTUS decision on United States versus APEL, the U.S. Air Force issued a memoranda to all installations where perimeters and installation boundaries were claimed in areas of public access. Specifically, this memoranda required the bases to paint on the concrete or asphalt lines of clear demarcation where they extended beyond the physical perimeters such as walls or gates. A great example of MPs at McConnell Air Force Base on 8/1 of 2016 specifically discussing these painted lines of demarcation can be seen in this video, and there's a link to a video. As Luke Air Force Base has not painted any lines of demarcation beyond the triplicate signage of the perimeter wall and rolling gate, they do not have a legitimate basis to deny public access in that no man's land. Since 2/2 of 2017, I have spent in excess of 30 hours liaising with the City of Glendale Planning, City of Glendale Mayor's Office, City of Glendale Deputy Attorney, Maricopa County Land and GIS, Maricopa County Mapping, Luke Air Force Base Command, Luke Air Force Base Public Affairs, and the Department of Air Force Land Records at the Pentagon. At this time, I have a handful of public record requests pending and a number of these stakeholders, and am in the process of preparing additional public records requests. I'd be pleased to chat with you further, give you my findings, yada, 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 yada. Oh, and he says here, I also encourage Silent Citizen to aggressively seek legal counsel in this matter, to file federal complaints and pursue the civil rights violation in the Ninth Circuit. Kind regards,